Renzo gang, what I tell you, what I tell you, night two of WrestleMania. Now, mind you, night two of WrestleMania definitely was better than night one. I guarantee that. I'm gonna just say this. Night two was really good until the last two matches. Unfortunately, I'm gonna just go through all the matches and talk about each and every single one of them before I start, spoiling. Or not spoiling, but, giving away the goods. I hope everyone's had an amazing day today, Renzo Gang. I love you guys, and I'm very happy to talk about WrestleMania. And I'm glad WrestleMania week is over with. Now we can start fresh. So now, Renzo Gang, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the matches and talk about them. So night two of WrestleMania starts out with the Women's World Title Triple Threat match. Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. Oh, bruh. These three women, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Lady Ripley, they tore it up. They tore it up. You know what I'm saying? Them girls, them women put in work. They put in work. Man, I cannot believe. I cannot believe this. Io Sky retained her championship. And unfortunately, this is Bianca Belair's first WrestleMania defeat because she was undefeated at WrestleMania. This is Bianca Belair's first WrestleMania defeat. Yes, you heard me correctly. This is her first WrestleMania defeat. And not to mention, she took the pinfall from Io Sky. So, yeah, yeah. That was crazy. And I do sense a Bianca Belair heel turn later on down the line. I sense it. With that being said, Renzo Gang, that match started off really good. Really, really very good. Oh, Renzo Gang, the women are something. The women, they can compete. Now, Renzo Gang, the next match was the Sin City Street Fight match with Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Boy, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, the match Loki could have been just a tad bit better and a little more brutal, kind of like how Drew and CM Punk were. That match definitely had the potential to be the most brutal match at Mania, period. But there's only so much that you can do. But I was not disappointed in the match at all. I was not disappointed, Rizzo Gang. I tell you that I was not disappointed. I was invested into that match. I enjoyed every bit of that match. I enjoyed the brutality. And oh, not to mention, I did predict, all the matches except for, the first one, the women's world title match. I couldn't pick that one. But this one I did pick this one. And my pick he did win, which is Drew McIntyre. Even though I kind of almost expected Damian to win, so Drew can put him over, but my pick was Drew McIntyre. I definitely loved that Drew McIntyre won WrestleMania. I'm glad he won. He definitely deserved it. Like Drew McIntyre is one of the hardest working guys outside of Cody, Roman, Seth, uh, and more guys. Like Drew McIntyre is one of those top guys that he doesn't really get the credit that he deserves. And yes, Drew McIntyre deserved that win. I'm very proud of Drew McIntyre. I'm very, very proud of Drew McIntyre. I'm very proud of Drew McIntyre. And shouts out to Damian Priest as well. Damian Priest did his thing too. Shouts out to Damian Priest. The next match, the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship title match, and you had Braun Breaker versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor versus Penta. And this match, I've had two predictions. I've had either Braun Breaker win or Finn Balor win. And for the first time in a while, my picks did not go through. I'm very shocked that Dirty Dominic Mysterio is the champ. He's the champ. He's the champ. Dirty Dominic Mysterio is the champ. He beat three other guys. I was very shocked to see that. I did not expect that. Dirty Dominic Mysterio, he definitely deserves it, and the pop that he got for winning the Intercontinental Championship, it was amazing. I'm happy for Dominic Mysterio, and instead of him getting so many boos, he actually got a lot of cheers, which was shocking. Dirty Dominic Mysterio, yeah, he getting cheers, yeah, that was insane. So that match was definitely phenomenal. That was the first time the Intercontinental Championship was ever been held in a Fatal 4-Way match at WrestleMania. So the match was really good. Those guys put in work. And this is also Penta's, debut at Mania. So Penta did his thing. Braun Breaker's debut, he did his thing. Finn Balor did his thing. And of course, Dirty Dominic Mysterio did his thing. But see, Dominic Mysterio has not had a win at WrestleMania, and he deserved it. I'm very happy. Normally, I'd be like, really, Dominic Mysterio? But actually, I'm very happy that he won. Dominic Mysterio has put in the hard work. He has paid his dues. He's been paying his dues still. I'm proud of Dominic Mysterio. Hard work has paid off. And he's done it by himself without Rey Mysterio, and I'm very, very proud of him for that. So, with that being said, that match was amazing. You feel me? Next match, you had Randy Orton, but who was his surprise opponent? Hmm, hmm. Who was Randy Orton's surprise opponent? Soon as Randy, and then Randy Orton, the fact that he came out there in his early 2002 wrestling gear, I was like, yo, that's nostalgic. Because I remember the first time I seen that it was I actually played SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, and Randy Orton had that gear on. That's how I remembered it. And Randy Orton's surprise opponent shocked me because my surprise opponent picks were wrong. Because I say either Rusev, Aleister Black, Solo Sikoa, or Nick Aldis, and none of those were correct. And who do I see? The TNA. Yes, you heard me correctly. You heard me correctly. You heard me correctly. The TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Joe Hendry. TNA superstar competed in the WWE WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. I was going ham. I lost my mind. When Joe Hendry's music hit, I was like, yo, when I tell you, I, whoa, that was crazy. Joe Hendry, TNA competing at WrestleMania. Not to mention, he was the world champion. He's the world champion, bro. Triple H, that's what I'm talking about. You did your thing. Not to mention, WWE, they purchased Triple A Wrestling, so they're going to have a Worlds Collide. So stay tuned for that. June the 7th on a Saturday at 3 o'clock. Man, WWE is tearing it up. Now, Randy Orton did beat Joe Hendry because Joe Hendry got distracted and he never faced and he been in an arena with that many people. So obviously it got to him and Randy Orton hit him with an RKO, pinned him 1, 2, 3. And afterwards, Randy Orton, applaud him, picked him up, put him over, then hit him with another RKO. And I'm like, Randy Orton is very petty. So that surprise took me out. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. I was very happy to see that. So the next match, you have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I didn't want to see that match, and I think I predicted Logan Paul to win, if I'm not mistaken. And long story short, Logan Paul beat AJ Styles. I did, like I said, I was not invested in that match. I didn't too much care for that match. I was like, yeah, okay, AJ versus Logan Paul, whatever. Even though AJ Styles is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, I'm not a fan of Logan Paul. I'm not, especially in wrestling. I'm not a fan of him. But anyway, that's besides the point. Logan Paul beat AJ Styles. That was my prediction for that match. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that match. Match should have never happened. The next match, you have the women's tag team championship match. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, the champions, versus Lyra Valkyria, the women's intercontinental champion, and a partner of her choosing because Bailey was attacked on SmackDown and injured, so she was not able to compete. And I didn't know this was going to happen. Now, her surprise tag team partner happens to be the man Becky Lynch. She returned almost after almost a year. And Liv Morgan even bragged about saying that she is the reason why Becky Lynch was gone all that time. She said she's the one who retired Becky Lynch. So I'm like, oh, okay, Becky Lynch is back. The man is back. Okay. Oh God. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. And I did predict that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez was going to win the match, but after Becky showed up, yeah, my prediction went down the toilet. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria are now the new women's tag team champions. And Lyra Valkyria is a two-time, it was a two-belt holder. Lyra Valkyria is doing her thing. She deserves it. She deserves her moment. Becky Lynch is back, and I'm surprised. I wonder what's going to happen on the women's division. Like, what is going to happen now that Becky Lynch is back? We don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Now, last but not least, the WWE Championship match. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. This was John Cena's final WrestleMania. His final WrestleMania. John Cena comes out, no new video package, no of his success in WWE, no new video type drawing, no new music, no new gear. John Cena pretty much said, I'm coming to win and I'm coming to break hearts and I'm going to ruin wrestling. Cody Rhodes came out flashy, very light. John Cena very dark. The match, honestly, excuse me, I'm gonna just be honest with you. The match irritated me. I was kind of bored watching that match. I expect a little more from that match. I expect a little more. John Cena and Cody Rhodes did what they could do, but I was not too happy with the match. I was not too happy with it. I started losing interest in it. I was just not happy about the match. I really was not happy about it. But and if I can't remember if I said who I predicted to win. I think I predicted Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I predicted Cody Rhodes to win because I just did not see John Cena becoming a 17-time world champion. And then of course, once the referee gets knocked down in the match goes haywire, of course. You have Travis Scott come out and interfere in the match. Yes, he interfered in the match. And then he tried to slap Cody Rhodes when he got in the ring. Cody was like, I got your receipt. He tried to slap Cody Rhodes again. Cody Rhodes caught him, hit him with the crossroads. And then Cody's about to go to the dark side, picked up the championship belt, almost hit John Cena with the belt, but he said, no, I can't do it. And then opens up for John Cena to give him a low blow. Johnson gave him a low blow and he hit him with the belt. And you guys, I cannot believe I'm getting ready to say this, but John Cena is now a record breaking 17-time world champion. 17-time world champion is crazy. He beat Ric Flair's record. I never thought I would be alive or thought they would ever let John Cena be a 17-time world champion. Unfortunately, Johnson is a 17-time world champion. A lot of fans are upset. Business wise, I understand. Business wise, he beat Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was losing the crowd a little too much. He was losing the fans, the audience. It's like he was a little too bland, and he can't sell tickets like Roman's, John Cena, Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes, he's not a big draw. He's not a big draw like the other guys are. So this would be good for Cody Rhodes to take some time off to get himself together and come back as a heel. Oh, and I almost forgot. Stone Cold came out there a hot mess on that ATV, crashed into the barricade. And then not to mention when he came up the ramp, he missed the ramp and almost crashed. That's what I'm like, what's taking him so long to get out there? So I'm like, oh wow, Stone Cold, I'm gonna need you not to ever do that again. Cause someone could have been seriously hurt, seriously, and come on, Stone Cold, we don't need that. But other than that, I was glad to hear that shatter, that glass shatter. One of the best moments ever, greatest moments ever. You feel me? But night two WrestleMania was really good until the ending of the match. But I understand why John Cena won, so I can't even be mad. So Renzo Gang, I really hope you guys enjoyed WrestleMania because I somewhat enjoyed it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little talk about WrestleMania because I was a little excited about it. I was like, I'm not going to miss WrestleMania whatsoever, and I did. So with that being said, Renzo Gang, I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Hit that like button, share, subscribe because you love me, and check out my shorts. Love y'all, Renzo Gang. You feel me?